Jayla Rock, women of Action Figure Channel, and we need your help. We need the likes, we need the subs, you need to hit that notification button because, I mean, we have a lot of videos coming up. So, without further ado, let's check them out. Today, we got a twofer. And the reason why is because these figures are pretty much the same. I actually ended up getting both of these from Ross during those crazy Ross sales. So, you know, obviously if I get a good deal on one, I'm going to have to get a good deal on others. And for me, I really liked sometimes finding some of these figures where they're not like in there, I guess what you would call battle gear or whatever. And this line, just having it like in a dress and stuff like that, I think is really cool. And I actually got both of these, like I said, at Ross with it for a great deal. I got the Power of the Force Princess Leia for $2.99, and then I got the Black Series version for $4.99. So just awesome. So I figured that I didn't want to do two separate videos for this. I wanted to show both of them together since I bought them 2 days apart. Actually, I bought this one first, and then I was like, man, I'd love to get this one too. This one is still being sold even on Amazon for like $19, $20. So the fact that I was able to get that for $5 was great. So let's first look at the Power of the Force one. So you can see here, I like the cool little picture it comes with. You know, it's got the standard plastic. You can see everything inside. Star Wars on the top. And on the back here, you have, I like how it shows you like the different timeline for the release of the films. And then it has like a file card, which I thought was pretty cool too, that tells you about the princess. So without further ado, let's open up this first one. Oh, I forgot that these are the ones that are like in there. Which is kind of weird, that style. But I don't keep boxes, so I don't care. I'm not worried about that. Let's free her from the plastic prison. And then there we go. So I'm kind of going to do these kind of simultaneously, as I said, since they're pretty much the same. So this is the Black Series version, as you can see. And again, same dress, necklace, medal, everything like that. I like the cool artwork on the side. Then here it tells you a little bit about her. Just some standard information here at the bottom. And then here at the top. So let's open that one up. And I have to say, the raw sales has been great for me because it's allowed me to really pick up a bunch of figures that I was looking to get. And then even some that I didn't think that I was into. But, I mean, when you get it for a good price, I mean, it's hard to say no. At least it's hard for me to say no. So, let's take out the figure. Feels pretty cool. And the necklace. Alright. So, let's move the other one out the way just so the camera doesn't have to work overtime focusing. Alright, so right away, I just say that I like the dress, you know, being cloth. Like, that's really cool. Let's add some more brightness. Not too much since she's already in white. So here you have, it's like a cloth. It's like a really soft cloth. And I like on the back, kind of like the tails here. Really, really a nice soft material. Here, plastic. And then I like the design on the necklace. Doesn't move, but that's cool. The belt is also doesn't move. Now the top of the dress here, that is just plastic. So that's cool. And then silver shoes. And it doesn't look like anything comes off here. And then as far as articulation, you have your movement with the ankles, up and down. And then you can bend at the knee, and as you can see, it's double joint, so that's cool. And then it's kind of, yeah, you kind of have a waist turn, but not really. I guess that's because of the way the dress is designed. Oh, it is kind of cool that they gave panties, I guess, in a lack of a better sense. Oh, And of course you do get the turn. Is it a turn or is it just, oh yeah, okay. It's just a little stiff. So you do get the turn right at the hip area, but not really a waist turn. So that's kind of interesting, where it's like you don't really turn at the waist, or not really an ab crunch either. So you kind of lock into that. And then as far as the wrist, you can move the wrist around, turn it around and bend it back and forth. And then with the elbow, doesn't look like that is double joints, just one at the elbow. And then your standard movement with the shoulders. The neck kind of seems kind of long. Is it just me, or does it seem, maybe it's just me, but still really good movement. Can look up and down and get good movement as far as that. So I think that's really cool overall. And let's see, the metal, nothing crazy, pretty cool. I mean, I know she's giving out the metal, but it's like nothing says you can't wear the metal either. So that's pretty cool as far. So this one, if you didn't, just in case, so this is the Power of the Force version. So I have to say, it's really nice. I like the color of it, the skin tone, the makeup, the eyes, the face is not bad. The hairstyle, even the bun. I like how, even though it's not like it moves, you know, it doesn't move or anything, but like it sticks out. So it doesn't, it seems like it's like wrapped together, which is like those nice little touches. And as I said, overall the dress is nothing crazy, but I think it looks good just as the dress. And I just love the see-through of the tails coming from the dress. So again, I think that's pretty sweet. So let's take a look at the Black Series version and see if there's things. This is a good test for me, because as I said, I am not like collector that knows all the ins and outs of design where I can say, oh, this was definitely done. This is kind of more of a just, you know, a touch and feel test. So for me, I mean, right away, it feels exactly the same. And someone, you know, this is where I always ask for help from, you know, anyone who watches the video, to let me know if there's things that you see that I don't, because it's definitely possible, especially people out there who are really good at spotting differences. But I mean, just the feel of the cloth and everything feels the same. I'm looking at the shoes. I don't know if do they look shinier? Maybe it's just, maybe I'm just looking for differences at this point. Same thing, like the belt does seem like it's a little bit separate. Like it, you know, it's separate from the figure, but doesn't really move. Same thing with the jewelry, necklace, hair feels the same. The design, all that's the same. And I'm pretty sure articulation's the same. Same movement with the ankle, same double joints, same cut at the hip. You see, same panties. It could be that there is a little bit more of a, maybe they both do have a little bit of a waist turn, but maybe it's just a little bit stiff. But I think the mixture between the design of the dress, the way the belt is and all that, it's not something where you're going to get like a massive turn, but I guess you can make slight turns. But I don't even know if that's officially considered. I guess if it's not locked in where it doesn't move at all, maybe it is considered a waist turn. People who know much better than me, let me know if I'm wrong on that. And then it looks like everything else, the wrist, the elbow, the shoulders, all that's the same. So, and as well as that. So, I mean, let's just start simply with like these two here. I mean, that's the same. Like, I mean, I can't tell some difference, do you? So, I mean, basically putting these two side by side, they pretty much look the same to me. I'm trying to see if there's any difference that I can spot, but not really. I mean, the belts, the necklace, the bracelet, the shoes, everything pretty much looks the same. Hit the hairstyle, everything from the back looks the same. All right, well, let's put them on the turntable and take a look. All right, so I'm gonna leave this up to you guys to see if you can spot any differences. As I said, I didn't look up any, specific technical details on this line to see if it said, oh, this is exactly a reproduction of the previous one or something like that. They pretty much look the same, at least on my eye test. But maybe there are more experienced people out there is like, no, here's the difference, because I'd really like to know. It doesn't bother me, mainly just because I like the figure and the price point, But I can definitely understand that if I paid full price, maybe I wouldn't be upset per se, just because there's lots of re-releases of this pretty much the same type of figure anyway. But it's just nice to know these type of things. But either way, I do like how this looks. I like having a line, especially for my Women of Action figure line, that are more like either street clothes or evening gown. I mean, even when I was a kid, obviously I was a horny boy, so I liked the pageant, the Miss America and the swimsuit. But I actually liked the evening gown too, because I thought they looked really cool in some of those evening gowns. So I like having some figures like this who are not in battle gear or in a costume to mix up, especially for photos and stuff, which, by the way, you can see photos that I take of my different action figures on % Off Collector on Instagram. Thanks so much for watching, and we really need your help to grow this channel. We want to spread these awesome Women of Action figures all around YouTube, and you know how the algorithm is. So you gotta do the things that everybody asks for, but we really need it, and we need to have those subs, we need to have those likes, and hit that notification button, because that's the only thing that lets YouTube know that this content is worth it. But I do either way appreciate you for watching, and also those comments are good too. And what I want to ask is that if you know of a woman action figure, a female action figure that I should be looking at, whether I can find it cheap or otherwise, cheaper the better, because I'm still a % Off collector. Let me know in the comments, and I will try my best to add that to the collection and add another video. But until next time, thanks a lot.